How to deal with bed bugs. Coming up. Hi everyone, this is Dr. Ernesto from AttaBoyCowBoy, and this channel we give you health and wealth tips to help you be more successful. Now I want to talk about one of the biggest problems you could probably have when you're a manager or you're renting spaces on Airbnb or whatever it is. Bed bugs. They're just a total nightmare. I mean, if you read up on them, they're just amazing insects. They can live for years without eating, and they can just go into hibernation whenever they want if they don't have a food source. And what they do is they go into hibernation, and as soon as they sense carbon dioxide from basically any type of mammal, a dog, a cat, a human, whatever, it brings them up, wakes them up. They come out of hibernation and they go back to work again eating. They lay thousands of eggs and they can live, like I said, up to 3 years in hibernation, and they're not affected by like extreme heat or extreme cold unless you're like in Antarctica or something. They're pretty much indestructible. They're like the perfect parasite. And when you get them in your rental property or in your Airbnb space, they're just a total nightmare. I mean, we've had so many experiences with bed bugs over the last like 15 years. It's crazy. And every time I've just learned all sorts of strategies, and that's what I want to share with you today, because I'm always getting folks calling me up or asking me, dude, what do I do with bed bugs? How do I get rid of them? Okay, first off, don't go to Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever hardware store and don't buy anything. None of that stuff is gonna work. It's total garbage. I've tried it probably a dozen times. Our tenants have tried it. My colleagues that own buildings, they just do not work. Even the employees at those stores, if they're honest, will tell you they don't work. They just do not work. So over the years working with exterminators, I have noticed what they use, and it's probably the only thing that does work. It's this stuff called Temprid FX by Bayer, and it comes in a little bottle like this. And I won't go over the instructions, you can read it, but it looks just like this. You can buy it on eBay for about $80, and it's probably the only thing that works. You know, it keeps killing for several months, and you should spray not only the area where you saw the bed bugs, but all around, even outside, because they go into cracks, they go outside, they migrate to other rooms. Now, in my experience with bed bugs, for example, if I had them on this couch, they're pretty much on this couch. They don't really go around the house. I mean, they say they do, but I haven't had that experience. They say they stay wherever it is the area gets infected. Now, one thing you should never rule out is throwing your furniture out and your mattresses and stuff. I hate to do that. I'm not a wasteful person, and I buy a lot of used furniture and stuff. And I've never had problems with bed bugs because I buy it used, but sometimes it's just better just to dump everything, just because they're just so indestructible, even when you use this stuff. Now, it says you spray it once and it lasts like 3 months killing. And again, it's the only thing that I've found that works. And I've bought other chemicals, professional grade chemicals. This is the only thing that I found that actually works. But you sometimes have to still do it multiple times. So you do it once, follow the directions, and then maybe a week or two later, if you still get people getting bit or you're getting bit, spray it again, and then do it again. Do it as many times as you have to, but definitely give it some time in between. Even though the instructions tell you not to, do it again. It's cheap. It dilutes quite a bit. You can spray it all over. If after 2 or 3 treatments you're still getting bites, I recommend, in my experience, just dump the furniture. Get the couch and put it on the curb and call the city. Just get rid of it. You're not going to get rid of them. There's just, for some reason, it's just really hard to get rid of sometimes, and you just can't save your furniture. So you're going to have to be willing to part ways with your couch or whatever. Now, in terms of your mattresses and your bedding, That's a little bit different. They sell bed bug encasements for the mattresses and for the pillowcases. Those do work really well. Just make sure you buy good quality ones. Don't buy the cheap ones that tear. Otherwise they're useless. The good ones are a little more expensive. They have a zipper on them. They work just great. You can treat the mattress and then you can put it inside of the encasement, and even if the eggs hatch or whatever, they won't be able to get out of there. They'll be trapped inside of there. So I guess they could just live in there and die. If you want to make sure they die, you can dump some diatomaceous earth in there. That does help kill them. I think they eat it or they walk on it and it kills them, but that's not enough. A lot of these natural websites will tell you to use that stuff. Doesn't work. You pretty much just have to use this. This is the only thing that's going to work. You can use it in combination with that if you want. If you want to go to Home Depot and use the stuff they use there, I'm sure there's people that will tell you that it does work, but you're probably going to have to use it like 50 times. And I certainly don't have the time or the patience for that. And also, your tenants are not going to be very happy with you. So just spend the money, buy the good stuff. You don't have to hire an exterminator. It's pretty easy to do. You can do it yourself. Just follow the directions. I've done it several times, and I've tried everything else. They don't work. So just trust me, they don't work. This is the only stuff that works. I hope this helps. From Los Angeles, California, this is Dr. Ernesto Martinez. Goodbye.